Thank you, everybody, for coming. You guys are so important to us in terms of what you do as educators in this space and helping this population learn the skills to be successful and doing it in a way that builds a community that we're really excited to be meeting with you all today. Just wanted to go around the room. I'll start by asking some of the members of the work group to just quickly introduce themselves. I just want a short introduction, and if you're when you're associated with an educational group, just spend 1 or 2 minutes describing the group. I know that in the past, some people could spend an hour describing their groups, but we just want to keep this short so we can get on to the main part of the meeting. So I'm going to first start by asking Rebecca Beam from Zavicon to quickly introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. Happy holidays. Thank you for being at this meeting. So I'm Rebecca Beam. I'm the founder and CEO of Zavicon, and we were a sponsor of the Autism in Entertainment Conference, and we've worked with many of you. And so in specifically, we work with Spec Labs and helping them get some talent on board. And we work with Danimation as well, helping them recruit talent. And so that's us. We are an employment agency and a consulting firm, and we focus on placing individuals who are neurodivergent and career-oriented employment.
Okay.
Thank you for being here.
Natalie, you want to go next?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie Marquise. I work at Zavicon. I'm the senior manager of customer success there, and also a part of the Autism and Entertainment Workgroup. Nice to meet you all, or see you again for those who I've already met.
Okay, Marlene.
Hi, I'm Marlene Sharp. I think I've worked with everybody here almost. I am in charge of PR and community and sponsorships for Autism and Entertainment and Orange County Asperger Support Group. And it's so great to be gathered here with everybody today. Thank you.
Okay. I see Alexia is here, but I don't see her camera on. So Alexia, if you can introduce yourself real quick, and if not, I'll move on to the next person.
Yeah, I can. You can't see my camera on?
No.
Oh, weird. It is on.
I see you now.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone. I'm Alexia Bass. I've been with Autism in Entertainment for about 6 months, maybe a little bit more. And I'm kind of Judy's right-hand woman, just helping to launch this new program.
Okay, terrific. Elaine, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself first, because I know that you have some other things going on right there. You want to, can you turn on your camera and introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. All my favorite humans in one place. This is beautifully overwhelming. Thank you, Judy, for everything you do and Autism and Entertainment. Wow, I wish we were all in person. I'm Elaine Hall, the founder of the Miracle Project, an inclusive theater and film program for individuals with and without disabilities, neurodivergent, and it's fully inclusive. I'm also one of the first access coordinators and neurodivergent consultants in film and TV. So I work separately in that capacity. So
thanks, Elaine. Diane, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Diane Strand. I'm from JDS Creative Academy, and we have a Title 17 day program where we teach video production and multimedia and visual performing and digital arts to our consumers and help place them into intern opportunities working in their trained field from in front of the camera, behind the camera, editing, post-production, animation, and love being a part of this group, was a part of it last year and excited for what's to come.
Thank you. Hey, Matthew, welcome. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Matt Asner. I'm the co-founder of the Ed Asner Family Center. My wife, Nav, is the other founder. We are a arts-based enrichment center with day programs and camps and employment programs and we've been working with Autism Entertainment for a year now, and I've known Paul for many, many years from the entertainment industry, and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you, Matt. Danny.
So, hello, thank you so much for including me, Judi, to this partnership meeting. So I'm Deanie Bowman, founder and CEO of Deaniemation Entertainment, an animation company that I started when I was 14 years old, and I've been running my company for the past 15 years of educating, elevating, and empowering people on the autism spectrum by helping them turn their passion in animation into a career. You may also know me as the cast member of the Netflix hit series Love on the Spectrum. And I'm so excited that season 3 is coming out, by the way. And it's such an honor to be part of the first annual Autism and Entertainment Conference back in April. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's new, right?
Great. Thanks, Danny.
And Patrick's
Jamie.
here, by the way.
Oh, hi, Patrick.
Oh,
You wanna just say hi? Oh, he's muted. I will add Patrick is Danny's uncle and I don't know exactly what his role is at Deaniemation, but he does a lot.
He's the chief financial officer of Deaniemation.
Okay, terrific. All right, Jamie.
Hello, I'm Jamie. I'm the director of operations here at GameGen, and we teach individuals who want to learn game design from start to finish, and really hope to give them an opportunity to do what they love doing. So we have a lot of amazing plans in the future starting next year with our program, and we can't wait to get started.
Thank you. Virginia. Ginny.
Thank you. Ginny Erksleben. I'm the director of the Brainstorm Academy and Brainstorm Studios. We are a group that work with young people who graduated from high school but didn't have a lot of direction. So they come and work and train for 3 years in the area of animation and digital arts. And then they can apply to work in our studio. We are very proud of an upcoming Anthology of Dreams in April, which will be our first offering to the community of 9 separate 3-minute shorts put together that came from our artists and to the community to see their creativity. Thank you.
Thank you. How about Lachlan?
Hey, g'day guys. Don't mind the Australian accents. I work for GameU. We are an American-based organization, and essentially we are a provider of premium online video game design courses as well. Sounds like we play in a similar space to Jamie. And I guess the sort of differentiation for us is that we basically use professional game developers to develop our curriculum and teach our courses, and we've kind of specialized in one-to-one private lessons for people on the spectrum for, oh gosh, over a decade now.
Thank you. Since I introduced Lachlan, I'll introduce Brad. Hi, Brad.
Hello. Yeah, Lachlan hit a lot of the main points there, but yes, I'm the CRO of GameU. Like Lachlan said, yeah, we teach students of all abilities how to make their own video games. Includes a ton of artwork as well, 3D modeling, animation, graphic design, creative writing, kind of all the different aspects that go into it. We're a national company, and we work within many of the Medicaid self-direction waivers throughout the country.
Great. Howie.
Hi, I'm Howie. I'll save time and not mention my last name because I'm happy if people just know that. And I started with the birth of Nickelodeon and MTV in New York, and then came out here with Warner Brothers, took a turn about 16 years ago, and started working with the precursor to Exceptional Minds, and did a lot of the content that I hope was instrumental in the start of that. But my dream was always a studio. And a studio that was not just transitioned to other studios, where I knew a lot of people. I'm old, so I know a lot of people, and it was a dream to be a destination, which is what has happened. I left Exceptional Minds about 2.5 years ago, and I've been calling myself the Autism Animentor. And there are other names, but could be worse. And I've been working one-on-one with a lot of artists and animators on this, young adults on the spectrum. And I had the privilege of working with Danny, like, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, Danny, and some of the other people that have been involved with Autism in Entertainment. And I've had a goal to help unite all these different groups, because there's always competition for money and even for individuals. And there's so much great content being made that I have a couple stealth startups that I'm working on to try to make that happen. And I think that's about it. But it's great.
Welcome. Thank
It's
you.
great to
I'm
be
glad
able-
you could be here, Howie.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here. I've been going back and forth. I had my brother had passed away, and so we had a tribute to him 2 days after the Autism in Entertainment conference. So
Yes.
I wasn't able to make that, but yeah, it's
Well, we're
great.
glad you're here
Finally,
today.
thank you. I'm honored.
Brett.
Hi, I'm Brett Lieberman. I'm the Executive Director of Yes I Can Unity through Music and Education. We are a vendor of the Regional Center. We help our individuals, young adults, turn their passions into paychecks in many of the various fields that you guys have shared. We do focus a lot on the music industry. We have individuals who have contracts as composers for Paramount and for movies and film and video games. So the other part that we do is we bring in guest speakers every Tuesday and Thursday. We were blessed to have Judi and Marlene last week. So if anybody is interested, I would love to share all of the opportunities that you guys are providing to our students. So thank you, and honored to be here.
Thank you, Brett. Heidi.
Hello, hi. I am with Jamie. I am the CEO of Game Gen Incorporated. We have video game artists and people that are massively passionate about video games, teaching our adults who come to us through the regional centers and from the community. We've been teaching fun stuff for a while now, since about 2016. We have a really cool culture of massive game love and obsession. We are just starting a new project next year where we're going to be developing our own video games in-house with our students, and some cool professional staff from Activision who are looking for more meaningful work in the future. They kind of want a passion based career move, and we're really happy to be able to offer that to people at this point.
Thank you, Heidi. Lynn. Lynn Cohen. All right. I'm going to just ask Paul. I missed you in the beginning, but everybody knows you. So if you can turn on your camera and just introduce yourself, we'll get started.
Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Hemstreet, and really happy to be here. I head up the video production for Autism in Entertainment and work with neurodivergent crews to shoot and edit things, including our conference and videos with, you shot Danny Bowman just last Friday for a project. So very happy to be here.
Thanks, Paul. Okay, I'm going to give Lynn one last chance to introduce herself. All right.
Oops.
Lynn?
Sorry, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hold on, let me stop.
I'm with JDS Creative Academy with Diane. She's probably already spoken. And so I'm kind of getting over being ill. So I'm going to be on and off camera because.
Okay.
And where I am, I need to do that. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me.
All right. So let me share. Let's see. All right. So we're excited to be sharing this presentation with you all. Since the conference, we've been really, really busy, and we've been busy trying to figure out things kind of work backwards. We got all this money when we were just formulating who we are, and we ended up focusing all our energy on the conference, and that allowed us to build a lot of assets and to learn a lot about this community. And so since the conference, we've been kind of re-looking at who we are as an organization and how do we operate, etc. And whatever we do, you guys are a key part of it. So we wanted to get all of us together and share our vision of going forward and how we see you folks playing a role in that. So we already did the introductions, and I'm just going to kind of go over a little bit more about what we've done in the last year or two about an educational partner program, which we're enhancing, and also about individual membership, and then how do we move forward. So that's what I wanted to do today. So our mission is not to have a conference, although the conference is was a key part of driving our mission. But our real true mission is about increasing employment for people on the spectrum in the entertainment space. And we see doing that through making sure neurodiversity is front and center in the studios and the corporations' mind as they look to expand diversity in their organization. We wanted the autism brand to be a strong brand. It's a strong brand in tech, and we believe it should be a strong brand in the entertainment space, seeing so much talent and creativity coming from this population. We also see that there are wonderful government programs that can help companies experiment and hire people that are neurodivergent. And so we feel that it's an important aspect of what we do to educate those organizations on those resources and on you guys, so that we can help them tap into the talent pool that you're training. And then our hope is to complement what you're doing in terms of the education and help provide resources and such to the individuals who you teach to help them navigate their career paths. The conference was our premier activity this year, and we had over 400 attendees, 85 employers. Just on every aspect, we over delivered on what we had set out to do when we got the grant from the Department of Developmental Services. Since then, what we wanted to do was to maintain the communication and the education for the population that we had built, the community that we had built around the conference. That's been driven by webinars. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So we've basically done one a month. We've had quarterly newsletters, the website we maintain. We've done lots of social media and podcasts. We've been going to film festivals. Danny, where is Danny? We got to go with her to Comic-Con, where they screened our Spectrum Spotlight video on Danny. We also did an event at the Laugh Factory. Rebecca and I went to the Stanford Neurodiversity Summit and shared the results of our conference there. We saw a few of you there. And then Rebecca was on a panel in Women in Technology Hollywood just last month. We continue to drive employment. We've created over 40 gigs or put people in positions to work. And then also we've done that through our partnership with Zavicon. And then we've also started to see some opportunities for the voice acting members of our community to actually try out for roles. And I know Howie mentioned Atticus, who got a role in God's Gang, and God's Gang was one of our sponsors at the conference. Marlene has done an amazing job with PR. We're updating this, but this is like a list of all the different articles that we've had in terms of pickup. And we've also done a series of podcasts. Brett mentioned that we were on his last week. So we feel that this is all part of the reaching out and communicating. And one of the nice things that happened from this is that Variety has offered to be our media partner. And so they've been made themselves very available for our activities that we've done. So going into 2025, our goals are to continue with this communication, continue with the connecting to our population, but key are having at least two different membership programs. We're likely to announce a couple more later in the year, but the first being for our educational partners. We learned, we discovered you as we were preparing for the conference. It might have started off with me seeing your name on a Department of Developmental Services list of other people who had drawn grants, or with Diane, it was seeing her on a list of programs that offered apprenticeships in this field. But slowly but surely, I discovered you, or you discovered us, or Paul introduced us to people, and we built this strong network of educational partners. We also want to have an individual membership program, and I will be discussing these two in more detail. One of the things that, when we were planning our conference, there was a strike going on. There was a writer's strike, there was a director's strike, there was, it was what's going on in the industry. There were layoffs in the game design area. So there's this awareness that things have changed in terms of how content is delivered, how content is consumed. And so one of our goals is to create a creator network to help people build their own content. And we think that that's going to be an important way for our community to make themselves visible. Another area we're interested in is, just as consumption is changing, so is how content is being produced with AI and other tools out there. So a stretch goal for us is to work with you on figuring out future-ready strategies. As many of you know, I am not from the entertainment space. My background is high-tech marketing. And in high-tech, these new technologies, when they came up, gave opportunities for people to become knowledgeable about them and to differentiate themselves. And I think the same thing is true in the entertainment space with the new technologies that are appearing now. And so if we can help our talent adapt and learn those technologies, then they would be in a better position to sell themselves to employers. Another stretch goal is something, Matthew, I think you do a fantastic job of, which is build out an ambassador program, build out relationships. There's a lot of parents who have kids on the spectrum. There are a lot of executives who have relatives on the spectrum, or who may even themselves be on the spectrum. And so we want to build an ambassador program to help us reach out. These two are in the realm of stretch goals. So it's kind of like, how much of this can we get done this year is dependent on how many people want to help us row the boat. And then also we're focusing on smaller businesses and helping them become aware of this talent and hire. So those are our goals. We met in July, the work group met in July at Disney. So Suzette, seen from an executive VP at Disney who's been part of our group since the beginning, let us use their facilities to do a planning meeting. And we had an all-day planning meeting where we focused in on what were our goals. So now let's talk about the Educational Partner Program. So we see you as key, and we want Autism in Entertainment to be supportive of you in meeting your goals. That's a key part. If we do that, then we're successful. The idea of the work group was bringing, and Howie kind of mentioned this, is bringing competitors together and having us work as a team. It's kind of like rising tides raise all boats. So it's important that we make you all successful. And the more you can involve us and the more we can involve you, I think the more that we can make more of an impact in breaking through the noise out there and making our population relevant. So we want to help in terms of expanding employment and success for your students. We want to help by leveraging you to build our brand. So if you're doing something, you tell us about it so we can help promote it. And similarly, if we're doing something, we're going to tell you about it so you can help us promote it. We started with a database of 0. We're now at over 1,600 people that we reach out to. So and not to mention the social media and the PR connections. So you all have wonderful education programs. We want to make sure that the population knows what you have to offer. And we want to allow for collaboration so that, let's say you're doing a video, you go to Spectrum Labs, who has a composition area to write the music to be recorded with your video or your animation. Just allowing you guys all to work together as a team to make this all better. We set a price at $30 a month for educational partners, but we're waiving that completely for people that were in the conference, and we're also grandfathering in some period of time for people that are new to the group so that it's waived. We also, just so you know, if you we'll be talking about the individual membership, but if you refer 10 people into our individual membership, you don't have to pay for being an educational partner. You're doing your job. So a little bit more about employment success. So these are ways that we can help you. Zavicon can assist you in reaching out to companies who might be hiring. They have a robust email engine. They can help you like they did with Spectrum Labs. Get PIPs to hire some of your students into your organization. They also serve to educate individuals or businesses on the government resources available. I know a lot of you are taking advantage of regional center PIPs and self-determination money, but these things are going to be important. And also, if that CARES Act gets signed, I think there's going to be opportunity for some grants out there that we might want to work together on. Networking to find opportunities, that's an important skill set for people on the spectrum to find employees. So we want to help the talent build those skills, and participation in trade shows. So these are what I envision, is that we develop some kind of cooperative, in a sense, for allowing us to go to some of the key trade shows where we can meet the employers, maybe meet candidates as well. But we did send some people to a few different trade shows. We've done some resource fairs, things like that, where we can, if we work together and pull, have 3 of you in, if it's an animation trade show, share the booth cost. And so therefore we can all be there at the show. So that is something that we want to figure out how to do with our educational partners. And also, just one last thing on conferences. Conferences have speaking panels, and I've seen a number of you being on the circuit for those. And Elaine, I've seen you speak at the TACA conference, and I think you were at the Stanford Neurodiversity Summit. I think Danny was there. I think Dave Siegel was there. So speaking at the autism conferences, but also speaking at the industry conferences, such as the one that Rebecca spoke at with women in technology, Hollywood. So getting us on the panels, and it's you guys who need to be on the panel. So a key part of what we would want to do with our educational partners is to have you be speaking at these conferences so that you can promote the talent and the skill set that you're seeing come through your programs. Building the brands. Marlene has been key in helping us with PR and social outreach. So again, we want to publicize your activities and your events and highlight your success. So this is all important for how we support our partners. And again, I mentioned trade shows. Another way where we want to do it is we now have a calendar up on our website, and it's possible for us to promote your events. So you would provide input on when your event is, where it is, how people register, and then we would post that on our calendar. We also would highlight you in a newsletter, just one a year. do a custom email if you so choose one a year. If we have a resource fair, which is something we're considering, you would have an opportunity to participate, and also co-branding. We feature your logo on our website, you feature our logo on your website. So really the fuel is going to be the individual memberships, and this we're charging $10 a month for. Right now, everybody can have access to all our webinars. We will curate a smaller portion to be on our website, but have the whole, all the recordings available on a private portal, which will be accessible by the individuals. We'll have a quarterly meeting for the individuals. We opened up our store. You can see a little sign there. We opened up a store on Merchmake where right now we're featuring a sweatshirt with the logo that was, or the design from Jorge Gutierrez, and are offering that on sale. So we will give members, right now we're offering that to everyone, but every quarter we'll feature some item that people can get at a discount, early registration to our events, the quarterly newsletter, and then Zavicon has volunteered to give all the individuals an hour of free consulting when they join. And as I mentioned earlier, if you get 10 people to register and become members of Autism in Entertainment and they mention you, there's a list of all the different educational partners. If they click on your list, and they can click on multiple of you, because I know a lot of people have worked with many of you, then you would get credit, and then you would not, we would be waiving the educational partner fee. We're excited about working with Alex Estrella on a creator community. The idea is to have our talent be able, I think one of the things that I'm impressed about Los Angeles is that there's always activities, and there's really a sense of community among people that are have gotten some training in this space. And it's really, as a parent of somebody on the spectrum, I know how important it is for our children to make friends and feel connected. And we wanted to do that with the group as a whole, but we're going to be doing this in Orange County. Alex lives down here, and so do I. And so what we'll host is a monthly meeting, which will have somebody from the industry speak. Maybe what we can feature an educational partner if you would like. And people would be able to talk about their special projects and be able to find crews and other talent to help them with their project. It takes a village. So that's the goal of the creator community. Our first meeting is going to be January 30th in Irvine from, I'm saying I think it's 7 to 8:30. I need to double check on what we agreed on. And then it's free to all Autism in Entertainment individual members, and then we would charge $10 for non-members, which would encourage people to join. We have started using technology to do this. So this is, let's see if I can go here. We're using a platform called Join It. So this is what the registration will look like in terms of how people pay for their membership. And then similarly, once they've joined, then there's a portal where they'll see information. Now I'm an individual and I'm also a partner. And so there's two different platforms that they would see, but you can see upcoming events and posts and all sorts of information that we can make available. So the next step is for you to let us know that you want to continue and be an educational partner. The way you do that is just email me and say, Judi, I want to do this. If the way we're doing this is we will allow 5 employees of the organization to have access to the portal. So if you have other people in your organization that want to be able to log in and see the webinars and all that, just send me their name and their email address and their title. Diane, I used you as a guinea pig. So I set it up for you and Scott. So you actually already have accounts. Again, if your organization participated in the Autism in Entertainment Conference, you are covered. And I should also mention to Lachlan and Brad, you are already covered. I just need to know who from your organization. For those that weren't at the conference, right now we're just going to grandfather you in for 3 months and we'll figure out what makes sense going forward. And so that is all I have to share from that deck. Let me stop sharing. Okay, so I just want to see if anybody, I know I went through that pretty quick, but I'm happy to take any questions you might have, any suggestions you might have. If this sounds like a positive thing, if you have other ideas, we're just getting started. We have more ideas than time. We're just trying to commit on what we can deliver, at least initially. So any ideas or suggestions or feedback? Danny, go ahead.
No, Judi, that sounds like an excellent idea of including a membership. That's would happen. So I would also like to recommend the membership, the Autism in Entertainment membership for people on the autism spectrum, and maybe just do some more of the, like screenings of different short films, like different short films that are autism related or anything.
Oh, okay. So how are you envisioning that as something that we would feature or recommend or?
Something in feature, like whether you mark it as like an in-person or an online event for different types of screeners and benefits.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, we've thought about one of the ideas we have is eventually having a channel of some sort where we could allow you to put your content on there or your students' content on there. So that's a dream, but even just allowing people to screen it in the interim makes sense. Other suggestions or feedback, ideas?
I like both of those ideas, excuse me. Both of those ideas of screening, even an event, and sort of a curated channel, because like sometimes you go on like Exceptional Minds YouTube channel and there's things people did for 2 weeks in the summer compared to a job they did for Special Olympics. It's just different quality and different. So I like both of those ideas, and I like so much of what you've said, Judi. Thank you.
Oh, good.
I wanted to point out, just so I could be helpful, not to make it about me or anything, but there are the studios like Danny's and Exceptional Minds that exist for animation. And so my emphasis, even when I was starting and leading that studio at Exceptional Minds, I had a side interest just from my background of a creative shop. And so that creates content to build brand, like you were talking about. The modern way now, a lot of ways to get a job is to build your own brand, or to sell a show is to build your own brand and build your own, make your own pilots. And so I'm here to help people in terms of ideas that way, concept, brainstorming, and also develop content.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to offer that. And I know everybody overlaps a little bit that way, because
no, but I think
good writers are good art directors, I found, and good art directors are good writers, and
yeah.
A lot of us wear a lot of hats. And but anyway, I just wanted to add a little bit more to in light of what you've brought up.
Okay, thank you. One thing I wanted to show on the let me bring that back up. on that portal, I have been working with Alexia on putting some basic things that you'll be able to do. So when you're able to log in, you can click here and then you'll be able to give us the information we need to post your activity on our calendar. So that way, let's say, I know Spectrum Labs isn't here, but they're working with somebody who's offering a set design workshop. So that would be appropriate. Or if there's a new, Diane, your DigiFest should be on here. So just a way of posting that information. Also, we have a place for you to request social media posts. You're going to have to provide all the information. We'll just post it using our simple post ability. But again, that's a way for you to make a request for us to do a post. If you want to write an article for the newsletter, 100 words or less with a graphic, our newsletter comes out quarterly. It comes out at the 15th of the first month of the quarter. So if you submit it like a month in advance, I would probably wait